What's up, everybody? Welcome to the When in Seoul podcast. It is I, Danny Cho, in the house with my buddy, Bobby Choi. Big Phony is also in the building.
Yes, sir.
Boop, 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 boop. No soundboard. Again, I know you guys are tired of just us two talking. So today we bring to you a special guest. She is, I would say is this a phrase? Jacqueline of all trades? I can't say jack of all trades, right? Jacqueline of all trades?
I've never heard that before, but I think jack of all trades, it works
okay,
too for women.
Okay,
right?
So we have a jack of all trades. She is on the radio. She is a presenter. She does voiceover work. She's an actress. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Hanna Kim.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hello. Hi, everyone. 안녕하세요.
Hi.
So how did you like my intro, Hannah? Was it
I
good?
loved it. I was like, wow, I'm kind of cool.
For all the listeners, Hannah and I used to be on a segment on the radio on TBS.
Yes.
But that show got canceled.
Show got canceled.
And now Hannah is onto another show while I am doing nothing at home.
You're doing this. You're doing this.
Well, yes, I'm doing this, but you know what I mean? I'm not on the radio anymore because it's probably because I kept on coming in hungover. It's probably a reason.
So you're still at the station then?
Yes, I am.
So they poached you for another show?
They poached me for another show,
and
they actually gave me kind of a promotion. I'm there every day now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sunday through Saturday.
And Danny has a lot of free time.
I have so much free time now.
No, you don't.
So that's where you guys met? You guys met on the radio show?
Yes.
We met at radio. As for Korea, I came in 2011. So it's been quite a while.
Yeah, that's when I came here. So you've been here like 7 years plus, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Renewed our visas like twice.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
I haven't done that yet. I need to renew it next year.
It's a 3-year mark.
Oh.
That's when you will renew it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I started off in the news department at Arirang TV, which is like right here, you know?
Oh, it's close to our studios.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And that's where I started. And then I did radio and acting, a little bit of acting in Korea, voice work.
Yeah, so you really are a Jacqueline of all trades.
See, it is Jacqueline of all trades.
It just has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, you can't call her Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
I like that nickname.
So, Hannah, what brought you to Korea?
It was actually just to pursue entertainment. I wanted to be an announcer, and I just came out here and I did it. Yeah, I told my dad, I was like, give me 6 months, I'll do it. And he's like, okay, you're definitely not going to get it.
But you wanted to be an announcer in Korean?
I wanted to do it in English,
okay.
But I wanted to represent like the English-speaking announcers here in Korea. And so I came here in 2011, and you know what? In 2011, we got the bid for the Pyeongchang Winter Games.
Oh, yeah.
That was in 2011. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay here to 2018 and do those Olympics. And I did it. And now it's like, do I have to go back now?
That's awesome. So you set out to do something and you did it.
Yeah, I did it. And yeah.
That's awesome because I have tried to set out to do a lot of things and I haven't accomplished any of them yet.
No.
Well, there's still time.
7 years. It took me 7 years.
So, Hannah, the reason why we brought you as a guest is because I want you to kind of explain to us the differences in dating here in Korea.
That's
versus
a theme. That's the theme of this week's topic.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Dating in Korea.
So, first of all, let's start off with, are you seeing anybody?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
what's your relationship status on Facebook? Like, there's
single.
Okay.
Single.
So even if she's seen somebody, it's not official yet, my friend.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So in the past, 7 years that you've been here, I'm sure you've been through your fair share of relationships.
Right.
First of all, is there a difference between a Korean dude and a Korean American or even just a full-blown non-Korean?
Yes, there are. Actually, I would kind of do that in 3 categories. I would do it in Korean, so just like 한국 사람, 유학생, so Korean international.
Okay.
And then I would say Korean American, which is expat.
Okay.
Like 완전
Yeah.
교포.
Okay.
So it's like there's 3 categories, and then there's foreigners,
Yeah.
which is like 외국인들.
Right.
Everyone
So
else.
there's like everyone else. 4 categories, I would have to say, of men.
Wow.
It's actually very different, case by case. I have never dated a foreigner.
Oh,
So
what?
we can just kind of cross that one off the list.
In Korea or in life?
In life.
Okay.
Actually, I've been on a date, I guess, once. But
That counts.
Yeah.
That counts.
Yeah, I guess so.
So wait, time out. Why haven't you
I'm not
dated-
racist.
Yeah.
I'm not racist.
Is that what you were getting to, Danny?
That's
Yeah,
what
no, I didn't say that.
Oh wait, I have been on a date with a white guy. I have.
Okay, so how was Tyler or Chad or whatever his name is? Philip.
It was okay. He was a gentleman. I would have to say those things are more intact, like opening the door, ladies first, opening the door, and he lets you go in first.
Chivalry.
Yeah,
Chivalry.
Yeah, say it one more time, Bobby.
Chivalry.
I would have to say that. Little things like that, mannerisms were different. Whereas, like, if you're dating, I would even have to say 유학생 or like Korean. When you're eating like pasta, they would like really slurp, like it's ramyeon.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's like, guys, you guys are eating pasta. Whereas like the expats or the Korean Americans and the foreigners would kind of know that that's not what you do for table manners.
So does that bug you that like, okay, you go to a, like a pasta joint
Yeah.
and you're on a date with a guy named Minsu or whatever his name is, right?
Minsu? Mm-hmm.
Straight up Korean dude, right? And he's hitting that spaghetti like it's like
Ramyeon.
Yeah. Are you gonna tell him?
No, I mean it's because they're used to that culture. It's not that if they had known, I'm pretty sure they'd be more cautious of it, but they don't. So I don't say anything.
Do you
But
give them a pass?
I give them a pass. But once I date someone for quite a while, and like if we're doing like a group gathering, and there's like a bunch of my Korean American friends that are gonna be there, and he's slurping away, it's kind of like
You're gonna hit him with a 자기야.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's hard to say like what I don't want to say what do you prefer, but in those 3 categories
Yes.
that you broke it down to, what group fits you the most?
The best looking?
no, I don't look at looks. I don't look at looks.
What are you talking about?
I don't look at looks.
Liar.
No, I don't. I really don't look at looks. Honestly, I would have to say either expats, Korean Americans, or 유학생. I think it's really crucial for me that they understand 유학생s, which are Korean international students that studied abroad at least once. They have experienced another culture once in their lifetime. So they're not so just about Korean culture. And I can do the Korean culture. I'm very good with hierarchy. I'm very good with respecting adults. Like I can fit like anyone's personality, but it's just a matter of you have to understand me too. It's not about just me understanding you. If you have gone abroad at least once, I think it's easier to understand that there are different cultures other than Korean culture out there.
I mean, 유학생 would have been exposed
to that, yeah.
that, right.
Obviously, when they went out there, they were at first like, what is this? But then you get used to it because you're studying abroad there, you know?
Well, you know how Hannah says she understands hierarchy. I'm going to say that she does not understand hierarchy.
Okay, why is that?
Because we were on the radio for like maybe 7 months, right?
Yeah.
And I am clearly definitely older than her, and I don't care about the hierarchy thing. But she did not call me oppa once, right? Until the last day that we recorded, the last episode. Like after,
Why the sudden change at the very end?
Because I'm like, I wanted to keep it professional with Danny, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't actually drink with him. I think once. We drank once for the World Cup.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
watched the game together, and I didn't even drink that much that day. And
then she took off because there was a fight that happened.
Yeah, there was a fight. There was a girl fight that happened, and I was like,
Oh.
I am so over this. I came to watch the game, and I'm here seeing a
She just walked out, and I was like, I'm gonna go. And I was like, all right.
I don't like drama like that, so I avoid it at all costs, and I don't want to get caught up in it. But and I wanted to keep it really professional, so I was just like Danny, and we had another host co-host on the show with us, and they would always hug. They would always meet for drinks, and I just didn't go. Not because I'm antisocial, but I just wanted to keep it professional.
Sure.
On the last day, I give Danny a hug. I haven't even hugged him once in the last 6 months, right? Not once. Not even a handshake. I gave him a hug, and I said, Danny 오빠 수고했어요.
And I was like, who are you? What happened?
Because it was the last day. And now we're not working together.
Yeah.
Well, I care about hierarchy, and Danny has never once called me hyung.
Oh, you're his
So,
hyung?
Yeah.
Isn't it surprising?
You're such a liar. I don't think so. Really?
No. Bobby is one president older than me. He's one Olympics older than me.
4 years?
Yeah.
Really?
Are we 4 years apart?
Maybe even 5.
What year were you born?
82.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
That's
lot
a good way
younger
to
than
put it.
that. So I'm a few more
Clearly.
Olympics younger than you guys.
Yeah.
So back to dating. So now there are things here in Korea that I have not been exposed to.
Yes.
I've only been here for a year right now.
Yes.
So I don't know, maybe I'm kind of looking forward to it. But there's concepts like 소개팅, which is more like a blind date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing called meeting,
Meeting.
which is like a group
Date.
blind date.
Yeah.
And then there's hunting.
Right. Well, you know, I
It's
mean,
like
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, hunting.
Yeah, you're hunting for your prey.
So, 소개팅 for me is if somebody sets you up on a blind date.
Yes.
That's basically it.
Right. And have you guys been on sogetings here in Korea?
I have. I think it's only happened once. Because I'm not really that great of a catch, maybe. So people don't really set me up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't
I feel like
say
that
that.
was the situation.
You're
Yeah.
a great singer, very good-looking man. Don't say that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I'm just
wow.
fishing for compliments at this point.
Wow.
But I'm blushing now. Wow.
So how did it go? Like, what was the move?
Well, at the time, I was really broke. I first got to Korea, and someone set me up with someone thinking, maybe I made a good living. Maybe they got it wrong. And so I just remember feeling very inadequate. Like, this girl could do so much better than me.
Yeah.
And so it went well. Like, we got along very well, and I think it could have gone further than just the first date.
Yeah.
But it just dawned on me that I don't think I can even afford to date. So money was a big deal for me because I needed to survive. I just got to Korea. I didn't know what I was doing. And so I just kind of maybe, you know what? People have tried to set me up after that. And maybe I just said no because
really?
I didn't know how to deal with it. So
is money an issue, Hannah?
security was what we're talking about,
Yes.
right?
Well, when looking at guys?
Yeah. I mean, like, not like that he's rich, but I'm saying that, like, he can pay the bill here and there, or, you know what I mean? Like, because I feel like, from what I'm told is that, for example, like, you go on a sogeting date, right? And a lot of times Korean girls will pick a nicer restaurant.
Yes.
Right?
Which is why I let the guy choose it.
You let the guy choose.
I let the guy
Yeah.
choose.
But what
I
if,
always let the guy choose.
but okay, so he picks the place, right? And what if it's like 족발, like a 족발? It's not like a traditional, like, all right, pasta or steak or
no, I don't mind that. That
candlelit
I
or
don't
whatever.
mind.
Yeah.
But then I can't eat pork, remember?
Oh, right.
So I can't eat pork. So I would want my date to be like, is there any food allergy
Yes.
or
Yeah.
something you
Very
cannot
important.
eat? But then the first day, if he's like, oh, let's go eat 족발, I would kind of be like, I can't eat this. Yeah, so I think there's like a mannerism
Yeah.
that you have to be like, hey, are you allergic to anything? Is there anything you don't like? Or is there something that you do like? And the girls who are like, oh, I want steak or lobster or like, if they say that, I don't think, you already know that she's just not cool. But I always let the guy pick because I also think it's a matter of sense. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Sense.
sense, which is kind of like this, how they would be as a character when you first meet them as well. If it's a burger joint, like, who cares? It's a burger
Yeah.
joint, but it's like, that's the type of person he's like chill.
It's also a good test. You
It
know,
is.
if you let them
It is.
choose, if they better be considerate enough to ask if you have any allergies or
yeah.
what you prefer, right? So that's a good test to start off.
But okay, so same guy, right? You're in a sogeting, right? You go and you go, okay, you pick. We go through your food allergies and what things you can and cannot eat, right? Guy number 1 goes, we're going chimek. We're going chimek, baby, right? And then guy number 2 goes, we're going to go to a fancier joint where, you know what I mean?
Steak and wine.
Steak, wine, and lobster.
Wine and dine.
All right. If all else is equal, which one makes you go, ooh?
First of all, neither of those make me go, ooh. But the meal that I would like to have is, the steak, of course.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if a guy approached me and was like, chimek, I would be like, yeah, that's cool too.
Well, apparently Korean guys, we've heard this from Korean guys, where they actually use it as a test on their end.
Yeah,
where they'll take someone to get samgyeopsal for the first time or something cheaper to see if she's down. If she's like, apparently, that's a thing in Korea.
Just test the girl.
If she's cool, you know what I mean? She can ghetto it a little bit.
But you know what? I do think some women, we can't say all, they do look at money a lot. Because when I get set up on blind dates, a lot of people are like, 집안 좋아. That's the first thing they say.
What does that mean?
키 크고, height, 키 크고, 뭐, 학벌, 뭐, school. And then they'd be like, 집안 좋아, which is good family. Like family,
like financially.
Sure.
직업은 뭐, something. Like, if it's like, his job is a doctor, lawyer, like, whatever. That's the first thing they say. It's kind of like, because you don't really know that person, they're just giving you a resume. Like, this is what you can expect. He lives here. He drives this. He's this tall. He went to this school. Blah, 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 blah. You just get a resume, you know? Yeah. And like I said, for me, it's more like, I don't care what school he went to, but if I hear that he went to school from overseas, I already know, okay, that's one thing that we'll have in common that I can kind of relate to him culturally if he went overseas, you know? If he didn't, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But and then the list goes on and on and on. But that stuff, you kind of just have to get to know the person before even judging them, I feel like. That's just a resume. You just get a resume. That's it.
Have you ever dated anyone that didn't go to college? Or is that like an important point?
No, I mean...
I'm
trying to think back. I'm pretty sure I have probably went on a date with people who didn't go to college. That's not a big issue, but like that's something that people just present to you when you're getting set up, you know?
In Korea, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to go through a 4-year. You at least have to have a BA, right? Or a BS.
Right.
Yeah. In my situation, I'm married 3.5 years now. But I met my wife like 6-7 years ago, and our first date we went to go eat jokbal.
Oh,
that's why I brought it up.
Is that why you brought it up?
Yeah.
Did you know that's where we went? Okay, so I kind of was like, "Where's he going with this?"
I didn't know.
I didn't choose.
Like,
She actually chose, and when she chose that, I was like, she's a keeper. Like this is that's it's meant to be because I love jokbal. It's a bit messy and it's not really a first date food.
Yes.
But your lips get greasy, you know what I mean? You know, it's lip lube.
The question is if she gnaws on that there's two parts. There's the slice type that you could pick up with your chopsticks and then there's the bones where you got to get into there and like kind of gnaw on it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful for her.
Did she get to the bone?
Yeah, she's a trooper.
Oh wow!
Like she can,
wow.
She went all the way.
All right, 형수님. To me, well, I mean, I like back home. There is a really crappy food establishment called Sizzler.
Yes.
And
it's like
that's like a family restaurant, right?
It's like Vips here, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like Vips here, right?
But Vips is nicer, I think.
Yeah,
like a Fridays, TGI Fridays.
No, but see, the thing about Sizzler is that they have like this endless salad bar. It's kind of like a salad buffet, but it's not just salad. They have other stuff in it.
Okay.
Endless cheese bread.
Right, endless cheese bread. Fantastic. Now, I've never ever met a woman that'd be like, "Hey, so what do you want to eat?" And she goes, "I feel like Sizzler." I'm like, oh, girl, like, I'll be on one knee, right? But every time I go, what do you want to eat? It's always something where I'm like, you know, on Yelp, there's like $3 signs. I'm like, ooh, it's you one of those, right? At least $3 signs.
They
right?
choose. I'm like kind of amazed at that.
Yeah, I mean, because in the beginning, well, when you're dating,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, well, you know, it's not that they choose. It's more like, no, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? And then you get into a fight because no, I had that yesterday type of joint. Stop asking me, right? But like there was one girl that I dated on her 1-year anniversary. We got dolled up. I mean, she was in whatever, and then we went to a King Taco. We went to like a crappy hole in the wall.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, we went to.
I want to do that one day.
So we're all like, you know, we're all really dolled up.
Yeah.
But we're eating tacos and burritos and nachos, and to me, that was awesome. You know what I mean? But we should have been dressed for like a nice, like steak or lobster or whatever it says MP on the side when there's no prices.
Market
you know
price.
Yeah. Like that kind of restaurant, but we didn't have that. You know. So. For me, I haven't been on, nobody set me up, but an internet app has set me up a handful of times.
You use the dating apps, right?
Yes.
Which is very uncommon here in Korea.
It's called Tinder for me.
I didn't have that when I was dating.
They call it 소개팅 어플.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Do?
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't really use it that much here.
Oh, there's a lot.
There's a lot of people that use it?
Yeah, there's one called
Amanda.
Yeah, that one I would not do because of the fact that
They do visual critiques before you get into the program.
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
so clearly I'm not
Okay.
gonna make it, right?
They
So
judge you
Come
based
on,
on your
Danny.
look.
You're cute, man.
shut
You're
your
lovable.
face. This face is not it's universally not attractive, right? So
I would maybe change a shirt, though. You're wearing a poop shirt.
but on Tinder I've met Kyopos and Korean girls.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
Yeah.
How many, like in Korea, did you use the dating app back in LA?
No, I did not.
So you used it here, like only here.
Yeah, I mean,
How many dates would you say you've been on through Tinder?
in the last year, probably like 8.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it wasn't to date. It was just like I'm new to the country.
To meet people.
And I just wanted to meet people to see how they were. And then obviously, if things go things go well, then that's awesome too. You know, and when I mean well, I don't mean just like dating, but just, you know.
Are you still friends with any of those people you met?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, okay.
And they ended up becoming like fans of my work.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
So you have 8 fans now. That's great.
I'm gonna middle finger to you, buddy. Middle finger to you. Now, there's a concept that I have not been
Yes.
aware of, or I don't know, is the meeting, the
Meeting.
group,
Yes.
the group stuff. How does that work, Hannah?
I've done a lot of meetings.
Really?
I've done a lot of meetings. Generally what happens is it's a very college thing.
Okay.
So this school with these girls, group of girls, and this school with this group of guys. It starts off like that. And what you do, especially, it starts off, it's nice because you could even do it in the same school. It's like the freshmen and the senior guys. Or like,
Oh, really?
yeah, you do get group
mix
of
it up.
people together. And then you just get together. You usually go to one of those bars, 술집s, where it's like kind of a room where you can just like kind of like play together and just kind of drink soju naturally and play games. And then you kind of choose one of the guys there. Obviously, sometimes it's going to overlap, sometimes.
Yeah.
But like what happens usually is the guys go to the bathroom and they talk about it. And then they're like, I want this girl, you want this girl. And then the guy, obviously, sometimes there might be a disagreement, but somehow it like works out where each person gets a guy.
Wait, so the guys are choosing and not the girls?
The girls could choose too, but it's kind of like because we all know who's into who, because they talk about it. When the guys go out for a cigarette, they talk about it, or they go to the bathroom, they talk about it. Girls go to the bathroom and talk about it, and then it just kind of works that way.
It works itself out where people just gravitate towards. Yeah.
Whoever you're interested in. And now when you, after college, like, I know companies do it together. For example, like this S company, with like L company guys, like, and then they do it together like that too. And then I've done it multiple times where it's just my group of girlfriends with some guy's group of guy friends. We've done it all the time. Like it's not like
I've done that one time.
Yeah. It's not necessarily like...
So what's the move, guys? What's the puniki?
It's fun. It's like one day
fun.
you just meet a bunch of people you don't know, and but you know the girls that you're with or the guys that you would be with, and you just, it's like 4-on-4, 5-on-5, 3-on-3, and you just drink together. And you play games. You get to know the other person. You might not like any of them. You might actually like all of them. You might like one of them. That person might not like you back. But the thing is this. So now that Kakao Talk and all these like Line and all these like group chats have been pretty good, right? At the end of the night, what happens is you kind of make a group chat with all 6 of you. So if it's 3-on-3, all 6 of you go in one group chat. And then you can automatically kind of contact the person you're interested in afterwards.
Because you get the number, right? Yeah.
So you're all connected already. So in my case, we had one guy and one girl. They knew each other, and so they basically said, "You bring 3 girls, I'll bring 3 guys," and we did it that way. We didn't have the cacao rooms though. Then
because but the thing is this, were you interested in any of those women?
No, it didn't really work out, but we did have a good time.
We did, that's what it is. You generally just have a good time, even if it's just drinking.
Yeah. I remember that we went to like 2차 and 3차, but I don't think anything came of it, at least for me. We made some. We were friends for a while, but we kind of like all lost touch. But it's fun.
I've never dated a guy from a meeting, just off the bat.
Okay.
I always like just go in there thinking like, oh, I'm just going to be like the wing woman for whoever my girlfriends are. And I sit with the one that no one likes or something like that. Or if a guy is interested in me, I'm usually not interested in that guy. So it's just kind of like, I just have a good time and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
and it's
that's what
also
I
good to like, if you're looking out for your girlfriend.
Yeah,
and you
of course.
see someone that is perfect for her, but she doesn't get it. Yeah. Maybe like you can help facilitate that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Don't you think he has a nice watch? Or is that what you do? No, but for the people like, so if your friends listen to this, and they were like, wait a minute, she was hanging out with me during that meeting, then clearly that she was the wangta of the group.
The what?
Not the outcast.
No, I wasn't the outcast.
No, not you, but the person that you're hanging out with.
Oh no, it's not always like that. I'm saying like sometimes I take one for the team. Sometimes I am very interested in someone, or sometimes that guy is very interested in me. But for me in particular, personally, meeting is just really fun for one night, and it's just like that's it. I don't really date anyone after that. But I have had friends that met through meetings and they've dated and even got married. So yeah,
you guys should do a meeting. Like get 3 of your friends, Danny,
and then 3 of my friends.
And then
why not?
It'll
be a
fun.
party, dude.
Yeah,
it'll be a party.
It would be a party, but my girlfriends are almost all married now.
Oh yeah, okay.
That doesn't stop me though. But I'd be like, "What's up, yo?"
Oi.
Oi.
There's also, and if you're speaking of dating, there's also this one form of dating is called son, which is an arranged blind date, arranged marriage by your parents usually, or by some sort of corporation. There are corporations where you can get married here. You fill out, again, a resume, and then they kind of like, they use like some sort of science or mathematical like thing, and then they like hook you up with people, and they keep putting you on dates for the purpose of getting married. Now, this is not the purpose of dating. This is like really for the purpose of getting married.
So it takes those online, like, what do you call it back home?
Like eHarmony.
Like where you have to do hours of testing or hours of answering questions, and then they kind of algorithms.
Algorithm.
And stuff,
I don't think it's so much algorithm. I think for here it's more of like the parents look at each other's parents, and they're kind of like, we're from similar backgrounds. No, we're not. Like blah blah blah, and then they choose.
Do you think that is? I mean, it still goes on, right? Like especially parents, they care about what the other parents do for a living, or like not even do for the living, but what kind of status they have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly to me, it's completely outdated. But what do you think is, if there is any sort of positive in terms of that type of thinking? You know what I mean? Like in terms of
you want your families to get along, and if the families are already friends. That could go a long way. I mean, at least in Korean culture, I know that's a real thing. So I understand when my mother tries to. My brother, he's still not married. My older brother, and so he gets set up a lot. And my mother is always like talking to her friends and trying to figure out if there's anyone of her friends that have someone single in their family. And at this point, my brother's he's done with it. Like with all the setting up and stuff. But I know that means a lot for my mom if he actually goes and meets this person because it's going to make it easier for her.
Right.
To get comfortable.
I've actually been set up back home by, well, it was not necessarily a son, but it was my mom and her church friend's daughter.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, y'all should date. And I was like, man, but I didn't want to be that guy to say, no, I'm not going to do it because I didn't want my parents to lose face. So I went and we hung out. And I wasn't completely a jerk, but I made sure that she knew that this was not going to go anywhere. But that was just one bad date. That's like any date. Like it could go well, it could go bad. No, there was nothing wrong with her. It was just that I was like, there's a thing about, those cheesy words like chemistry.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't really believe in chemistry 100%.
I believe in it. I believe in it.
I don't.
I believe
I feel like if both parties are just open to get to know each other, you will get chemistry. But
no, I disagree.
Really?
Like I feel like personality, like everyone has a specific personality, and I think you're looking for balance, right? If you mean that's basically chemistry, right? I believe that because you know Linus, right?
Right.
So Linus, our friend Linus,
is he the barbecue guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's really into the Myers-Briggs, like personality tests.
Right.
So he makes all his friends take these tests. Like it takes a while.
Right.
Like the shortest one is like 30 minutes. But it gives you your Myers-Briggs thing, and he loves to matchmake his friends, and most of them get married. It's weird,
really,
But I think it's personality. It's complementing each other and just like, that good balance. So I think it's chemistry, man. There's a lot involved with that.
I want Linus to set me up.
Yeah, he'll help you. Yeah,
I'm gonna do his little thing.
Oh, he'll still do it.
He loves it.
Yeah, he loves doing that. I've taken that test once. I forgot what the results were, but it turns out that I am an introvert.
You are.
Yeah, I'm a full-blown introvert.
I could see that.
Yeah, but people go, "What? But you're a comedian."
No, it's different. That's different. Yeah.
I know you're an introvert because you talk behind a lot of people's backs.
Oh yeah.
You
should. Hannah. Thank God Hannah wasn't here when I was talking about her.
It's okay. I'm sure he only said nice things.
Yeah, I didn't say any bad things about Hannah.
They have a thing in Korea called peggil, right? Or
peggil,
no, for dating, right?
Yeah, 100 days.
It's also for the babies, right?
Yes, for
days
babies. Yeah. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. I like to give whoever I'm about to date peggil. That's a really good time period. For me, I think I said this once on radio, but it's peggil, and then it's 6 months and 1 year. Those are like the 3 times you feel like real big, is this going to work or not? Like roadblocks along the way. I think you generally, like, when you first start dating someone, it's so lovey-dovey in the beginning that you don't really get to know the person full out until the 3-month line, which is peggil. Yeah. And then that's when you probably will have your first fight. And then you'll realize, these are some of the stuff of this person that you're getting to see. And then the 6-month mark comes along, and you're like, now you guys know each other, but it's kind of like now it's aggressive. It's a little bit more aggressive. And then the 1 year mark is like, okay, we're gonna make it or break it. It's kind of. I'm glad you said that. And so when I date someone, I don't really make it official. I go through like that samta는 단계, like just seeing someone for about peggil. That's like the time I give them. Yeah. And then if till then I really like him, then that's when I make it official, and I'm like, I start telling people I'm dating someone.
So after that peggil period of then do you celebrate another peggil? Or do you
you celebrate it from the day you start dating.
Okay, all right. Oh man, this is a long
I remember in junior high school,
yeah,
like people would celebrate 1 week. Like, it's our 1 week anniversary,
really?
or it's our 2 week anniversary. It was like, I remember it was such a big deal. Like if you made it a whole week.
But to me, I feel like, especially Korea, it's built for couples.
Yeah,
like
of course.
it's such a couples
What do you mean
friendly,
by that? Like
couple
friendly.
couple
Okay.
friendly. Like
Yeah.
there's so many things where it's like, okay, this is for a couple. Matter of fact, you go to a kogi place, you can't order one serving.
that's
You
true.
always
Yeah.
have to order two
two.
servings, right?
Yeah.
So to me, it's a very couples friendly
Yeah,
city.
I remember
is.
one time we went and had lunch at like TGIF or something, and you ordered like a lemonade, and they brought it out with 2 straws. And I was like, why is there 2 straws? Like, I'm not going to share that with you.
They wanted us to Lady and the Trampet.
But
You know what I mean?
I know, but that's what they do. Like, those are meant for couples, right? Or they do have couple sets,
It's
basically.
because it's free
Yeah.
refills, guys. So then
Oh.
that way you guys could save money. Instead of ordering 2 drinks, you could have just
Aha.
shared one,
Yeah.
and then you get free refills the whole time. That's what it was.
I'm not gonna. You know what? Buy your own lemonade, man. What's wrong with you? No, but the other part is in Korea. Like I see, especially in my neighborhood in Shincheon, I see couples. They're all couples.
They're all couples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to see it more at the holidays.
And you can tell because they're wearing the same clothes, or
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but
I
that
love
too.
that.
Yeah.
I love
Wait,
that.
wait. Okay, in your relationship experiences here,
No,
Hannah,
I have never had a couple outfit.
really?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. I've wanted to, but I've always had like I'm such a hopeless romantic. Like everything that you think I would have done, I haven't done. And every time I wanted to do it with someone, the guy would be like, "No, I'm not. I'm too cool for that. I don't want to do
even
that."
the Korean, like
yeah,
Korean, Korean.
even Koreans.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
They're like,
Okay.
we don't do couple. I don't want to do couple tees. I'll do like couple shoes if you want.
Couple
like
shoes.
you know,
That's
like
worse. I think. I feel.
it's kind. No,
That's
you
weird.
kind of your eyes don't go to the shoes usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want like like at least a T-shirt, right?
Yeah, I want to
Right.
do it once.
How about you, Bobby? You ever?
Couple visors.
Yeah.
You know,
Visors.
like, I've never really done couple stuff with my wife.
And
but-
has your wife ever kind of hinted at, yo, we should have?
Not really. She's kind of laid back. She has her own style, and I have my like just white T-shirt. Kind of no. Like I'm really boring. My clothes. So we don't have any couple stuff. But I do remember I dated a girl who was into that, and so she. Back in the States.
Okay.
I remember she went to Korea for one summer, and she came back with all this couple stuff, even like cell phone,
Cases?
like stuff like that, or like
Yeah.
The ornaments?
yeah,
The
like,
ornament?
like if you put it together, it like
Oh,
makes
it makes a heart or it
something
lights
like
up
that.
or
Yeah.
something
Oh,
like
boy.
that.
So did you rock one?
I had to, you know, Yeah, but I don't know. It felt weird about it. Come to think of it, yeah.
Have you ever done a couple ring?
No, I don't wear any kind of jewelry, so that wouldn't really work. But
Have you, Danny?
No. No.
Have you done a couple tee? I feel like you, out of all of us,
Yeah.
would have done one.
No. I think it's silly. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, part of me goes, look, can't people know that we're together because we're already holding hands on the street? You know what I mean?
I'm
But
not opposed to it. I think
Yeah.
I think you should like be a little bit more open, Danny.
why is it intervention time for me? I'm not against it, but I'm just saying, look, it's to show outside people that we're together, but
You know what
we're
would be-
holding hands.
You know what I'm picturing right now?
Oh.
It's really creepy.
What?
But you buying couple stuff, being single, and just like taking photos of this could be yours. Kind of like.
I feel like Danny, if he meets the right girl, he will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
If you
feel
meet
like-
the right girl,
yeah.
I
No,
I
think
mean-
you would do anything for
Yeah,
her.
I think so
right?
too.
I'm-
yeah, I think so.
I'm willing to admit that I am, out of all my friends, I might be the most romantic.
Sentimental.
Yeah, and sentimental.
Yeah, then you're all about the couple stuff, man.
No, because it just feels like a high school dance.
Yeah.
You know that high school dance? What is it called? Sadie Hawkins?
Sadie Hawkins,
Where-
where,
where-
the women ask the
Ask
men.
the men.
Yeah, and then
Right.
we dress the same in like whatever T-shirt or whatever like jersey or whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
I'm not that. Maybe if we go to like a sporting event, or maybe if we go to like Disneyland, we might wear matching Disney T-shirts. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not gonna rock a same Adidas hoodie with her just because we have to.
Yeah.
Or especially during the wintertime, when you have matching padding, the padded
The
jackets.
padded jackets.
Oh, padded jackets.
Yeah,
same.
because
Okay.
those are mad expensive, yo.
Oh, those padded jackets, like the Montclair and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
but just even in general, not even
Canada
the ones
Goose.
not even with the brand names. They're quite expensive.
that's true.
So okay, my suggestion to you, Hannah, is next dude you're dating. I know you said you're a hopeless romantic and you want to get all couple look up. Just tell him this is what I want to do. Put the foot down.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that.
Put the foot down.
I just have to envision like my future boyfriend, and I can't really envision him right now.
So you were talking earlier about how Western educated folks, they'll do things like they open doors for you.
Yeah.
They pull out chairs for you. I'm so used to it that it's not even people that I date, but I'll open a door for anybody.
Yeah.
But in Korea,
no one does that.
no one says thank you.
Yeah.
It's just a cultural
I know.
difference thing. Yeah.
So, is that an expectation?
No,
Especially
no,
if
no. Especially even like if someone tries to open the car door for me, I'm like, 아니요, 됐어요. I'll do it myself. It's like, don't worry, just drive. You know, like,
why? Why?
It's okay. I mean, like getting into a cab maybe, but like you don't have to come all the way to my side, open the door, and go all the way to your side and get in the car.
But
It's
he's trying to be
a gentleman. Yeah, the first like date or two is okay, and then from then on, it's like it's okay. I know that you're a very gentle guy, so you don't need to do this. Yeah. I say that. I don't like you. Another thing I don't like is when men hold purses in Korea.
Yes.
That is like my biggest pet peeve. I want to go up to the girls and be like, you can carry this. And this is not even like a feminist thing for me. It's kind of like, for me, it's like, that's so degrading to do that to your boyfriend, I feel like.
Oh, man.
Yeah, my wife won't let me hold her purse. Like, if I feel like she needs an extra hand, like I'll try to grab it from her.
Right.
But she's always like, give it back. But I think she has that pet peeve also.
Like groceries or shopping bags, yes. You take it all. Boxes, everything I'm carrying, like even my laptop, you can take it. But like a pink purse or like some sort of like little like bag, I don't want my man holding that. Like I just don't think that. Yeah.
But other things, like a big old box.
Yeah, you can carry that. You can carry that. Those things you can carry.
Oh, man, you've been dating thieves. That's why. You just like, you steal stuff from my purse. Now, I think a little bit more, I don't want to say this is more of a risque topic, but, you know, Koreans especially women, used to have a phrase, 라면 먹고 갈래.
Yes.
Right, which basically in English
invites them over.
Yeah, in English it's the equivalent of let's Netflix and chill, right?
What was it before then? I've been trying to remember.
Do you want to come up for coffee or something?
Yes, coffee.
Yeah. Do you want to come up? You just kind of say, "Do you want to come up
All right.
to my apartment?"
So,
Yeah.
so what is the proper way? What is a proper thing to say? Like in terms of,
You know what? I honestly don't think people go, 우리 집에서 라면 먹고 갈래? I don't think anyone says that. That was like a phrase in a movie. It happened to you?
No, that happened to Danny.
it happened
to you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Has it ever happened to you?
Not to me. But Danny, like, he thought he really wanted the laundry.
Yeah, I was like,
so
yo.
he didn't know what it was
You
at
didn't
the
know
time.
what it was, so you followed her up?
No, well, okay.
We were like, where's my ramen
All right,
woman?
so we were at 2차 포장마차. We're getting
Yeah.
drunk, soju. We're eating anju,
Yeah.
whatever, right? And then she leans over and she says, "You want to, 우리 집에서 라면 먹고 갈래?" And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, but we're eating right now. Like we want to eat more. But again, I love ramen, so I'm like, yo, let's go. But a part of me, clearly, I'm drunk. I'm with this girl, going to her house. Of course, I'm thinking about the other thing too. So we did the other thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I was like, so where's the ramyeon? Right? She's like, what? like, what are you talking about, right? And I was like, oh, you don't have ramen at your house? Mm-mm.
I didn't know that actually happened. First of all, I've never asked anyone to do that.
Oh, so it's the woman that asks.
It's
not
the
the
woman
guy.
that asks.
Yeah.
It's actually
That's
a line from a movie. It's a line from a movie, and she says "라면 먹고 갈래?" and that was like the thing to like strike that.
What is a guy equivalent? Like to invite a girl over? Like what is a proper thing for a guy to say?
There is no proper way to say that if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I think guys, they would say something along the lines of like, if most guys don't have their own place here too, Danny, you also
That's
have to
true.
think that in mind. Like they live with their family, so then you have to go to
Motels.
places. Yes, I think they would say something like "쉬고 갈래." Do you want to rest a little bit and
They
go?
don't say MT 갈래, right?
No, they
call
don't.
them MTs, right?
Yeah, they do say MTs, but I don't think they say it off the bat. Like
손만 잡고 자자.
I don't think that they say that. I don't
That
think
means
that
let's
they say
just hold
that.
hands and sleep.
Yeah.
오빠
Okay.
믿지?
Or it's like kind of like I kind of don't want to go home right now, and like you kind of like delay that going home time and
Right.
going home time, and then you
Yeah.
just end up it's by you know if hopefully it's a mutual thing where you guys
Yeah.
agree upon it, but yeah.
I mean, you see how it's going. You know the vibe of the date,
Right.
right?
Mm.
Absolutely. I mean, clearly, and you know what? For me, Korean, especially women, and I'm generalizing, but a lot of times they have a concept called nesung,
yes,
right? Which I'm not a fan of.
Nesung.
It's kind of like trying to act innocent,
yeah, trying to act innocent.
Okay.
you know? And so, for example, if you bring a girl, let's go to a motel, right?
She's like, oh, 어떻게 그런 데가?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
nesung?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's down, but you have to like coax her into it.
You
and
have to ask like more
Right.
than once.
Yeah,
for it to happen.
that's
yeah.
awful. I because like, and I'm not gonna say the younger girls do that, but most of the time the younger girls that have nesung built in.
Oh, so
Right.
nesung's basically a way to tell someone that I'm not easy.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I'm not like a
Yeah.
I'm not a floozy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the younger girl, you take her to a motel, then she's gonna like jump into the bed, under the sheets, and she'll turn on the TV. You know what I mean? And then, oh man, I gotta like start working more, right?
I've never been to a motel with a younger girl,
Right,
so
right.
is
But-
that what they do these days?
No, but the older women who have less nesung will go straight
To it?
And straight turn on the AC because they know that this is temperature control. You know what I mean? Like, so they do different things. Like the younger girl, you know, even if they smoke cigarettes, they're like, oh, can we smoke here? Well, the ones that don't have nesung, they'll be like, yo, that thing is in that closet. There's the ashtrays over there. You know what I mean? Like, to me, like I am at an age where I'm like, I can't like decipher nesung. It just gets on my nerves. And on top of that, from where we're from, like if I go, hey, you know, like, and you're trying to do something, and they go, you know, it might be nesung where they go, no, you know, and then we stop. You know what I mean? Because no means no from where I'm from.
Yes.
Right? But here, I mean, no means no, but some people have that built-in nesung where you're like, I don't know if this, should I stop? You know what I mean? And it makes it's culturally, it's hard for me to figure out
course.
what's right or what's wrong.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be easy just moving here, being fresh out of water.
Yeah.
You got to figure those things out.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings me up to want to ask, because I have a lot of Korean friends, like
Yes.
guy friends.
Yes.
That every now and then one of them will be like, Bobby, do you think you could set me up with like a Kyopo girl?
Yes.
Like I want to date a non-Korean.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not much of the person to set people up.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
really good at that. So
that setup person is the hardest.
Yeah.
It's the hardest. Yeah, they get the most heat too if it doesn't go well anyways.
But I know that there's a lot of Korean guys, perhaps, that you know are interested in dating foreigners or
of course.
dating a kyopo, right? So, like, what are some of the things that they can do to, you know, step out of their comfort zone? And they have to be more mindful of chivalry, stuff like that. Like,
Right.
not be so Korean, and because
right.
there's so many rules for Koreans, but then they have to know how can we help them? Like
Maybe even a more direct question. How can a Korean guy get you?
Korean guys can still get me without that because I understand that, you know? But for people who might not understand that, I'm familiar with both cultures, which is why it's a little bit easier for me to be a little more lenient with those things. Like I said, with the slurping too. But for Korean Americans who might not be that happy with that, I think some things you can keep in mind is Korean women always say this to me. Korean women are always like, 내가 미드 보면 when I watch American shows or American movies, this actor does this. And then it's like, why don't Korean guys do that? Like those little pointers that you see men, the way they treat women in those movies and in those dramas, of course, it's a little bit not realistic, a lot of it, but you see there's a little bit of more romantic gestures and romantic mannerisms. Those are the things maybe you could take a look at and be like, oh, maybe next time I go on a date with a woman,
do some
I
homework.
should do a little bit of that. If you're really this is what I think. If you're going to try to meet someone who's culturally different than you, then you got to do some homework. You can't just go in being like, this is accepted in my country, so this is the way I'm going to do it. If you want to woo them, and that's the point, right? You said that some of your Korean friends want to meet a kyopo, then they should do a little bit of studying and understand that these are some things that women are looking for.
So here's a tip. Watch Mide. American American dramas or
movies.
Shows or movies.
Or movies, yeah.
Romantic movies, like
romantic movies.
rom-coms, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're about to wrap it up, Hannah. But,
already? No.
Yeah.
Can we talk 40 more minutes?
40 more minutes?
Part 2.
Danny needs to go do a show soon, so we need to get out of here. But you know what? I thought about something. You know what? Mm-hmm. For all the listeners that are interested in trying to date Hannah, please email us your specs, meaning how your family's doing, your resume pretty much, to peninsulapod@gmail.com. And if we find any of them that are good, we'll send them Hannah's way, and you might never know.
Yeah.
You might never know.
But then the listeners don't know what I look like and what I do, right?
But it doesn't matter what you look like because guys, or even girls, Hannah's cute. Hannah's cute.
Now you're making me blush.
Is there anything you'd like to plug today, Hanna? Like a social media account or...
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I mean, if you are really serious about that. No, you can find me on Instagram, Hanna, but I'm not a palindrome. I'm HANNA.co.kr, like the website. It's like a website.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my Instagram. I do have a YouTube channel, but I haven't uploaded it in like 2-3 years. So there's no use of that. But you can find me on Instagram. That's the best way to reach me. And yeah, I am on TBS every day from 2 to 4. So if you guys would like to listen, it's 101.3 EFM. Yeah.
Yeah, and then also Hanna likes fancy meals for
No, I
dates.
don't. No, I don't.
So,
I don't eat pork. I won't do
No
족발,
pork.
but I will do chimek. So if you guys are interested.
Guys, just be safe. Go with the steak. Danny knows. Danny Oppa knows. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Hope you had a great time on the show. And if you have any questions or comments, once again, email us at peninsulapod@gmail.com.
Today